Political and economic turmoil in Zimbabwe have forced thousands of Zimbabweans to flee into neighboring South Africa, where they do anything to earn a living. It is estimated that over 2 million Zimbabweans now live in South Africa as a result. But life in the diaspora has never been easy for them. Those who fled political violence have to queue for days, sometimes nights, at this Home Affairs office in Pretoria to apply for asylum. In 2010, the government granted amnesty to all Zimbabweans who were in the country illegally and offered them work, study and business permits, but only 245,000 came forward, with the rest preferring to remain undocumented. Now South Africa has introduced strict immigration laws that have provided a nightmare for these undocumented Zimbabweans. Under the new laws, foreigners intending to work in South Africa are now expected to offer critical skills of which the majority of Zimbabweans working here do not possess. Those who overstay their visa face a ban of up to 5 years. Those who are caught living in the country illegally could face a jail term. This has frustrated a lot of Zimbabweans who have no proper documentation allowing them to reside in South Africa. But among these illegals, there are some who blame the Department of Home Affairs for their illegal status. Dorcas Mero, 38, is one of those who say their illegal status was as a result of the failure of Home Affairs officials to do their job. In 2009, she applied for asylum, but the decision kept on pending until she gave up. During the documentation amnesty in 2010, she applied for a work permit, but has been told she cannot collect it because her passport has expired. However, under the new law, if she travels to Zimbabwe to apply for a new passport without a valid permit, she could be banned from entering South Africa for 5 years. Dorcas, who is now bedridden after being involved in an almost fatal road accident, says the new law has brought her life to a standstill.
I'm really disappointed, and I can feel that my life has been ruined. Since I have this problem, I was involved in an accident, and the doctor said I have a permanent disability, and both my legs, they are broken, and I can't do anything. I can't work. Now I have to apply for some compensations, but I can't. I was once referred to SASSA. I went there with my medical records, and they said they cannot help me because I don't have some papers. Even if the doctor have written that I must get the disability thing, but they can't help me. So I'm disappointed, and my family's life has been ruined now.
Her husband, Gifty Niza, who is now on crutches after injuries in that same accident, is even in a worse predicament. He is one of the thousands of Zimbabweans who applied for political asylum following political unrest in their homeland. Niza says his permit could not be renewed under unclear circumstances. Since then, he has been queuing at this Home Affairs office with no success. Niza says he fears that the new laws will make it difficult for those who were failed by the Home Affairs system to get their asylum and amnesty permits.
I'm very bitter about these new laws, and I think the new Minister of Home Affairs have to revisit and engage the people and ask the people about their problems.
Bishop Paul Verin of the Central Methodist Church in Johannesburg is well known countrywide for his passion in protecting human rights of those who are vulnerable. His church in central Johannesburg has been home to thousands of homeless Zimbabweans and other nationals. He says the new immigration laws are undesirable.
When one then further bureaucratizes and makes it even more difficult to have a smooth access and a legitimate access to this country. My anxiety is that, and I'm sorry to make this comparison, but it feels as if we're dealing with the same kind of complications as we dealt with the past laws in the old apartheid era.
With nowhere else to run from what they describe as harsh immigration laws, these immigrants say their fate is now in the hands of the South African Home Affairs.
In fear, it was huge, it was angry, it was drawing near.